8 things men should do with a woman. The missing blueprint for men. Men today face a strange dilemma. Many are hardworking, disciplined, and ambitious. They build businesses, they train their bodies, they chase success. But when it comes to women, they are often lost. Not because they're weak, but because no one ever taught them how to truly connect, lead, and hold space with a woman. Here's the truth. Women don't fall in love with money. They don't fall in love with looks alone. They fall in love with how you make them feel when they're around you. And this is where most men fail. They wait for her to lead. They get stuck in passivity. They become predictable. But a woman doesn't crave a passenger. She craves a man who knows how to guide, protect, challenge, and inspire her. So let's break it down. These are 8 things every man must do with a woman if he wants to create connection, attraction, and respect that lasts. 1. Lead with clarity. Leadership doesn't mean domination. It means direction. A woman wants to know that you're capable of steering the ship, of making decisions without hesitation. Think about it. How many men constantly ask, "So, what do you want to do? Where do you want to eat?" That's not leadership. That's indecision. A confident man says, "There's a new place downtown I think you'll love. Be ready at 7. When you lead with clarity, she relaxes. She doesn't need to overthink or take control. And here's the deeper psychology. Leadership creates safety. Safety creates attraction. A man who can take charge in small things will earn trust in big things. 2. Challenge her mind. Looks fade. Chemistry shifts. But intellectual and emotional connection? That lasts. Too many men think attraction is only physical. They pour compliments into her beauty, but never challenge her intellect. A woman doesn't just want to be admired, she wants to be stimulated. Ask her deep questions. What do you dream about when no one's watching? Share your vision. This is where I see myself 5 years from now. Debate with respect. Share books, ideas, and philosophies. When you make her think differently, when you expand her perspective, you do something few men ever do. You separate yourself from the crowd. Because she can get compliments anywhere. But a man who expands her mind? That's rare. And rare men are unforgettable. 3. Make her laugh. Laughter isn't just humor, it's chemistry in motion. When a woman laughs with you, she lowers her defenses. She lets her guard down. Laughter creates emotional intimacy without crossing physical boundaries. It tells her, "I feel safe with you." Notice this. Around you, does she laugh louder? Longer? Does she find joy in even your smallest jokes? That's attraction. But here's the mistake men make. They try too hard. They think they have to be clowns or comedians. Wrong. It's not about telling jokes, it's about bringing lightness. Playful teasing. Sarcasm delivered with warmth. A confident smile at the right moment. Humor doesn't just make her laugh. It makes her feel alive. And people never forget who made them feel alive. 4. Touch with intention. Touch is primal. It speaks before words do. But there's a difference between careless touch and intentional touch. Anyone can bump shoulders in a crowd. But a man who places his hand gently on her back as he guides her through the street, who touches her hand when emphasizing a point, who lets his arm brush hers in subtle rhythm, that communicates presence. Touch says, "I see you. I choose you." Here's the deeper truth. When a woman allows you into her personal space, when she doesn't pull away from your touch, it means she feels both desire and safety. That combination is rare. And the way you handle those moments determines whether her attraction grows or dies. So don't rush. Don't grope. Don't be careless. Touch with intention, with respect, with confidence. 5. Protect her space. Every woman, no matter how independent, wants to feel protected in a man's presence. This doesn't always mean physically fighting for her. Sometimes it means protecting her peace, her dignity, her time. When others disrespect her, do you stay silent? When chaos surrounds her, do you stay calm? When life pressures her, do you add to the stress or help carry the weight? Protection is not about aggression, it's about presence. It's about showing her that in your space, she doesn't have to guard herself. And here's the paradox. The less she has to fight for herself around you, the more she'll fight for you when you're not there. 6. Show emotional control. Life will test you. She will test you. The world will test you. And how you handle your emotions will decide whether she feels attraction or fear. If you explode in anger at small things, she feels unsafe. If you shut down and sulk, she feels abandoned. But if you remain calm, composed, and steady even in storms, she knows she's with a man who can handle life. Emotional control doesn't mean emotionless. It means mastery. You can feel anger, but you don't let it dictate your actions. You can feel stress, but you don't let it break your leadership. Women are emotional creatures. They ride waves of feeling. But when you stand steady, you become her anchor. And anchors are unforgettable. 7. Share experiences, not just words. A relationship built only on words will collapse. Shared experiences build bonds that nothing else can. Travel together. Cook together. Train together. Explore new places, new hobbies, new challenges. Create stories that only the two of you share. Because here's the truth. Attraction fades if it isn't fed. But shared experiences feed attraction endlessly. When she looks back and thinks of you, she won't remember every conversation. She'll remember the hike you took, the trip you went on, the adventure you lived together. Memories are the glue of connection. Give her experiences worth remembering. 8. Demand respect. This is the foundation. Without it, everything else crumbles. Yes, love her. Yes, give her kindness. But never at the expense of your self-respect. A woman may test your boundaries. She may push to see what you'll tolerate. But if you let her walk over you, she will lose respect for you. Respect is earned by drawing lines, calm, firm, unshakable lines. If she disrespects you in public, address it. If she manipulates with silence or games, call it out. If she crosses your values, stand firm. A man who demands respect is not cruel, he's clear. And women respect clarity more than passivity. Because here's the truth. Love without respect becomes pity. But love with respect becomes admiration. And admiration is the root of lasting desire. Closing. The man she can't forget. At the end of the day, attraction is not about tricks or games. It's about who you are and how you carry yourself. Lead with clarity. Challenge her mind. Make her laugh. Touch with intention. Protect her space. Show emotional control. Share experiences. Demand respect. Do these 8 things, and you won't just be another man in her life. You'll be the man she remembers. The man she respects. The man she desires. Because women don't fall for men who are available. They fall for men who are undeniable.